Hey guys, you're the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to a game called Those Without Names. I found this game on itch.io. If you guys want to check it out, that's where I found it. You can find it at itch.io. Not sponsored, by the way. It's a site full of just a bunch of free games. That's where I get most of the one-off games you guys see on the channel. And there is, some games you have to pay for. It's really like 1 in 1,000. Most of them you can get for free, or they offer as free, or you can kick something back 50 cents, $1, or however much you want towards the developer if you really enjoyed the game, which I would do if I had the extra money, because some of these games are actually pretty fun. But this is a game that seemed reminiscent of Sepia Tears. I played that on the channel a while ago, and I just want to say that, yeah, I really want to get back into doing, like, visual novel style games. I really want to get back into doing, like, adventure, text adventure. No, that's not the right word. What is the word I'm looking for here? Games with very story driven, very character driven games. Mainly because I like doing the voices and I like seeing the interconnected relationships between all the characters. So yeah, I hope the audio isn't too bad for you guys. I'm actually gonna turn my audio down a little bit because it's slightly loud in my ears. It's because I have these amazing $100 headphones. Anyway, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. I hope this video goes well, and I should be able to. I'm messing around with the first thing I saw was Earth. Okay, who saw it? It wasn't the small 2D picture they always show in textbooks or TV. It was huge and looming in the sky over me, and I immediately felt like I was falling into it. My body braced into the dirt that supported my back, and I struggled to get my breathing under control. The fuck? Wait, what is he, alien? Did you crash on Earth? The planet I'd never once seen with my own eyes filled the whole sky, so beautiful and terrifying and alive all at once. I actually have to move something here so I can keep track of how long we're going. Apologies. Okay. This is a dream. My body shivered with nerves as I looked into the vast, marbled surface of Earth and closed my eyes. See, I like very narrative things like this. That's one reason I absolutely loved watching Jacksepticeye play Undertale, and I absolutely love Sepia Tears, because the characters, the story, the art, the music, all kinds of good stuff. When I next opened my eyes, I wasn't in the field anymore, and apparently I can't English today. The sterile, wide room was almost purely white, and there was nothing more than the bed I lay on in the center of the room. Did I get kidnapped by the mountain men from the 100? Good show, by the way. At first glance, the room seemed impersonal and cold, but the spaciousness and lack of clutter filled me with a sense of calm. I haven't done this in a while, so apologies. I stared up at the white ceiling, recalling the beautiful swirl of colors on Earth's face. Hello? A gentle feminine voice brought me out of my thoughts. I craned my neck to see a woman standing at the door. She looked to be in her 40s, and her serene face was slightly plump and traced with light lines. Oh. That's 40. Okay, maybe, I guess. Huh? When did she get there? I didn't hear her coming in. My stomach twisted, and my mind locked up immediately as I tried to think of something to say. The woman smiled, the edges of her eyes crinkling into shapes of crow feet? Should be crow's feet. Her eyes bothered me somehow. They were dark and unfocused, even as she was looking at me. Sure, it's being Still, the warm smile on her face softened her eyes, and I pushed away my unease. How are you feeling? She supplied a topic, and I swallowed. Fine. I didn't really feel anything. I felt that floating, disembodied feeling in dreams, like as if my body wasn't here. I didn't feel grounded. I wasn't solid here, not in this place. Even with my ambiguous and safe answer, the woman seemed to know. She tilted her head and continued. What's your number? Excuse me? Your number. Everyone here has one. Okay, so this is cool. This is one thing that Sepia Tears kind of didn't have So it's got like the older woman thing, and so you know who's talking. So you had to kind of guess with Sepia Tears, and I kind of screwed up some of the voices in that series. But that's a really nice touch. From the way she was talking, it didn't seem like she was asking for my phone number. Almost without thinking, I replied, "It's 513-2518." The sequence of numbers surprised me. They held no meaning as far as I can tell, and I had no idea how or when I memorized them. Is it an ID? It's not the same as my student ID. I don't even recognize this number. So why do I know it? Yeah, that's a lot longer than my student ID. That's about 3 times longer. The woman laughed, but it didn't sound unkind. Just the last digit. 8, is it? So you're 8? What? No, I'm... As I tried to protest and offer my name, my mind drew a blank. The only thing that surfaced in my mind was the sequence of numbers clear and sharp. Yeah, I read the description of this game a little when I downloaded it. It said something about like all these people are like nameless and they have no memory, and you have to like figure out the whole mystery of why everybody's there. It actually smacks of what is that? What's it? Angel Beats. It really it's about that. So it's like you gotta kind of have to unravel everybody's story, and nobody really remembers their life before, you know. God, that was such a good anime. I'm 513-2518. I finished lamely. This dream was already going off to a bad start. Yeah, no shit, dude. The woman smiled. You don't like the number 8? No, you can call me 8. My number should be easy for you to remember. Mine is 7. Right before yours. She continued to talk, but all I was concerned about was finishing my mind for my name. Or fishing my mind for my name. It's impossible. I can't remember it. Okay, so my name is now 8. Okay. Strange. I've never forgotten my name before in a dream. Not just my name either. I don't remember anything else but that number. It's like my mind's too foggy to think. Let's go. I'm sure you don't want to stay in here forever. I hope there's really good scenery in this game. Speedteers had great scenery. Oh, this looks like very hand-drawn. Speedteers look like more like distorted actual images, which was really cool, and it fit the environment very well. But this looks actually really well drawn. That's nice. 7 continued to talk as we walked into the hallway. You remind me of someone else here. Would you like to meet him? Huh? The nervous knot in my stomach tightened up. I squeezed my fingers together, trying to relax. I don't like meeting people. I don't know. Sorry. So, I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm going to try and keep it to about 15 minutes total for each thing. That way people don't get too bored with it. And then, you know, I'll look this up and see how many possibilities it is. Maybe reshape it. But I'm not going to try and keep anybody over time. You may have to. That's the only way you can leave this place. I have to meet new people in order to leave? Was this like a, hi, how are you? I'm out the door. I'm gone. Just on your way out, you just meet like 20 people. Just, hi, how are you? Shaking hands, kissing babies. Whole 9 yards. What do you mean, leave? You don't want to stay here forever, right? The only way you can leave is... Sis? A voice called behind us, and I turned around. It is you, isn't it? Wait. What? He stopped and furrowed his brow as if trying to remember something. I knew who he was the moment I saw his face. Wait a minute. Am I a male or female protagonist? Of course I did. He was unmistakably, undeniably my brother. Okay, so he called me sis, so I'm a female, actually. Oops, my bad. I'm giving him the wrong voice. I had no idea. This is so, oh, this music, it's so good. It's like, shit. I'm trying to remember what it's like. It's like, you know, like the 80s, like, movies where it ends up with the you know, the guy goes after the old cliche of the nerdy guy goes after the popular girl, tries to become this cool guy, fails, and then ends up with his nerdy best friend. It's like, at the end of the movie when they're dancing, this is that kind of music. It's so awesome. The nervous knot in my stomach vanished immediately, and my body relaxed. Unable to stop the big smile pulling across my face, I rushed up and gave him a big hug. I can't do a lot of female voices, so I think I'm just going to keep it to my voice. For reasons of the fact that I'm not very good with female. I can do male voices all day long. Female voices, I don't have a taste for. For reasons I don't understand, there were tears of relief prickling my eyes. It felt as though I hadn't seen him in a while. You're here! Oh, wait, so that's me? Or... Wait, was that my portrait the entire time? Okay, screw it. Hey, it's good to see you too. He gave me a slightly startled hug back and frowned again. Why the fuck are... Guys, is nobody asking the question why the fuck you're in space? No, it's just like, hey bro, what's up? I can't seem to remember your name. What? How could you... I stopped immediately. No name floated up in my mind. I tensed and searched my brain, but it was useless. Well, we're equal then. I can't seem to remember yours either. That wasn't what you were about to say. He smiled, but I could hear the hidden anxiety in his words. 7 spoke up slightly. Good, so you and 8... Oh, shit. Oh, what did I do? Okay, cool. Right click is pause. I didn't know that. I went to... Oh, man. Oh. Good, so you and 8 do know each other. I thought as much when I saw 8's face. I mean, I don't want to give her too much of a snarky voice, but it's like I said, I don't have a large range of female voices, so it's going to be hard to give 7 a voice. You two look quite similar, after all. You know, just because she's 7, I think I might try and make her sound like 7 of 9 from Star Trek Voyager. Fantastic actress, by the way. That's quite fortunate. It's uncommon for anyone to meet their loved ones here, especially at the same time. Her words felt off, but I couldn't place a finger on it. As I mulled it over, my brother spoke up. So why is there no picture for 7? Is it just because, like, me, I only know my brother, and I don't know 7, I don't know what she looks like? Oh, that makes sense. Oh. Where is here? There are many names. Oh, shit, I did it again. Right click. I don't know why. There are many names for this place. You can call it anything you like. Wait, are we fucking dead? We're dead, aren't we? She smiled and tilted her head to the side. We won't be getting a clear answer from her. Many names for this place. Let's see. White, in space. Yeah, it's the afterlife, isn't it? We're both dead. I'm getting a very Angel Beats vibe from this. Why can't I remember my name? Or my sister's name? His voice had an edge to it. He never did like open-ended answers. No, neither do I. No one here does, Zero. Oh, his name's Zero. Cool name. So wait, he's Zero, so that would make him the first guy that was ever here. Is that your number? I whispered to him, but instead of answering, he pulled his lips into a thin line. For a dream of mine, my brother was acting just like himself. Despite the tension in the air, I couldn't help but feel impressed at the level of detail. Bitch, you're not dreaming! Trio, I think. I don't know. When you remember your name, you will awaken and leave this place. Fuck. Okay, wait, so am I in a coma? She pressed a hand to her eyes, rubbing gently as she smiled at us. Wait, please don't go under. How do we remember our names? By allowing yourself to remember, the one that's hiding your name is you. Okay. Okay, then. Just like that, she disappeared. What the fuck is this? Her colors bled into the air, and like wisps of smoke, she faded. Even if it was a dream, it was a little unnerving to see her. What, she just turned like some goddamn smoke monster and just went, bye-bye, gone through the vents. See you later. Don't go under? I echoed my brother's earlier plea, and he frowned. They do that here. When a memory seizes you, you disappear like how she did. Oh, okay. I get it. So she must... So, the whole touching thing of, you know, me and my brother being reunited must have made her think of something in her previous life. Okay. When it's through, you wake up here again. Just not the same place, usually. It happens suddenly, too. So you can imagine how hard it is to hold a proper conversation with anyone here. Huh. Yeah, I can imagine. He threw one last glare over at the space where 7 once stood and turned around. Let's go. I don't feel like hanging around here anymore. I followed him as he walked down the long, empty hallway. Oh, the nice music's back. So this is Zero's theme, obviously, because this started playing the second he showed up. So Zero's theme. I like Zero's theme. So, sis, when did you first wake up here? Can't believe I ran into you. I woke up just now. Seven just brought me out of that room. So that was your room? Seemed weird that I would own a room in a place I just arrived at, but I nodded anyway. That's my room. That's my room. Don't go in there! It's off limits, no boys allowed. Even without an explanation, I knew that room would be mine and mine alone. My brother stopped in front of another door and tapped it. This one's mine. 5 doors down from yours. Why do we have our own rooms? My brother shrugged, staring absently at the door. Meh. Just meh. I don't know. Wherever this place is, they try to be accommodating. Well, at least they're nice about it, you know. We've only been frickin' kidnapped. Feel free to drop on by whenever you want. Sometimes I sleep here. Sleep? Can you sleep in dreams? Inception! The dream within a dream. You feel tired even in a place like this? It's not so much actual tiredness, but after a few rounds of going under memories, you'd want to stop thinking about things. Fair enough. Not really like sleeping, but more like losing consciousness. I don't know, it'll make more sense if you try it in your own room. You've experienced a memory already? At my question, he frowned and looked away. Yeah, I guess. Oh, don't tell me his parents are dead and that's the memory he had. That'd be fucked up. Like, our parents died when we were young and that's the memory he had. That would be so sad. Cause if he's getting sad about a memory, wouldn't a memory be good? So it must be a sad memory. Aw. His answer was glum, and I wonder what kind of memories he recalled since he got here. It's like reliving something again, but some things were blurred out. He looked down, gripping his headphones tightly. When he next spoke, his voice was quiet. I don't like it here, sis. What do you mean? Just a weird dream, I added in my head. Still, I figured my brother wouldn't appreciate me calling him a figment of my imagination. Not remembering anything clearly enough. Having to relive memories. The numbers for our names, it bothers me. I don't like it. Is that why you're calling me sis and not 8? Doesn't it bother you that your name is reduced to a number? Why can't we remember our names? He sounds agitated. This really is bothering him. Oh, I actually get choices in this. Okay, cool. Should I call you brother? For now, let's stick with 0. Let's make up another name for you. Why don't we just give you a name, bro? Why don't we just come up with a nickname? There are no rules saying you can't have a fake one, right? How about Daniel, David, Mark, Pete, Sam? He shook his head at each name, smiling good-naturedly. You have terrible taste in nicknames. At least think of something cool. The one who isn't contributing anything doesn't get to complain. Beggars can't be choosers. His smile faded, and he let out a small sigh. No use, sis. I tried it already with someone here. Once you take your mind off the nickname, you immediately forget what it was. So it's kind of like the silence from Doctor Who. So if they don't keep thinking about it, then they immediately forget. Seems like the only thing you can really remember here is that number. That's why we name each other after the last digit in our numbers. It's the only nickname we can keep. Aw, I see. I guess I'll have to keep calling him 0. It's the only nickname I'll be able to remember. Looking a little sour, he shifted his focus. So what should we do now? Wait, whoa, shit. God, that right click. I don't know what's up with my finger today. So what should we do now? I thought since we're in this together, we could have remembered each other's names, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Seven said it's in our memories. Did you find out anything in yours? I've only been under twice or so. Nothing so far as I can tell. Okay, see. So this is interesting. I like this. Like, so it's kind of like a memory lapse for everybody. But if this was like a memory lapse, how did he know it was me, though? That would mean that I had to be in one of his memories in order for him to actually know who I was. But I think a little clearer afterwards. You know how each time you fit a piece into a puzzle, it becomes a little more complete? That's what experiencing memories feels like. Fitting puzzles into your scattered mind. Did I say puzzles or pieces? I tried not to smile at his analogy. I didn't know I missed him this much. Had it really been that long since I'd seen him? So, the reason I feel like I'm swimming in cotton and not remembering much is because I haven't started fitting puzzle pieces of my mind together? Yeah, that's it. Tell me, how much do you remember? I tried to think, but my mind was empty and unresponsive. I remembered a few things, such as being a student in a small college, my brother and my parents, but when I tried to think about recent events, I drew a blank. Not much. See, that's what I mean. You're calmer than I expected. Well, this is a dream, right? Even as I thought, I began to feel doubtful. My brother was acting too much on his own accord for me to be dreaming. At the very least, this wasn't an ordinary dream. But people can't share the same dream, right? It's not possible. I think memories are more likely to happen when something reminds you of it. Yeah, that's usually how memories work. I see. My brother's anxiousness was rubbing off on me. Now I wanted to wake up too, even if it meant fulfilling the strange conditions of remembering. Let's start somewhere simple then. Thought for a while before pointing at his headphones. Like that. Music. I remember... Oh. I'm gonna just take my hand off the mouse. Oh no, I need to click to continue. Wait, can I just use the keyboard? That'd be a lot easier. Like that. Music. I remember buying you that for your birthday. Okay, I can use space. This is good. You bought this? His frown deepened, and I wondered if he'd really forgotten the noise pulsing out of his room every day for a few years before I bought him those headphones. Yeah, I think I remember now. You didn't even know what noise-canceling headphones were when you went out to buy them for me. If it's anything by the name, it makes things less noisy, which is what happened after I bought them for you. Mom's house was a lot more peaceful afterwards. He laughed at my joke, rubbing lightly at his eyes. The motion reminded me of Seven before she disappeared, and my stomach knotted nervously again. No, he's gonna disappear! Are you going under a memory? I gripped onto his sleeve tightly, feeling anxious. He noticed my tension and blinked rapidly, shaking his head as if to clear it. No, I can't leave you by yourself when you're looking that terrified by the mere thought of it. He messed my hair, and I swatted his arm away quickly. Even as I complained, I felt a little relieved inside. Okay, so it makes sense now, the portrait, because I was like, because when we first started, I saw the portrait of the woman, and that was 8, but I thought it was 7, and I was like, that's not 40. Well, clearly it's not. Stop that. I wasn't scared, I was just wondering. It's weird seeing people disappear in front of me so suddenly. Sure, you're going to have to do it too eventually. He paused, looking thoughtful. Speaking of music, I made a friend here. Want to come meet him? This was different from when Seven asked if I wanted to meet someone new. I was by myself when she asked me, and the mere thought of having to handle small talk with a stranger I barely knew felt terrifying. But now my brother was here. I wouldn't be left to handle people on my own. With that thought in mind, I nodded. Okay, so I think that's a good stopping point. We will meet the friend in a minute. Let me go ahead and just save. Okay, and we'll go back to the main menu. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to end that because we're on like almost 25 minutes, and I said I wanted to do a 15-minute thing. So I think I will start cutting it off at transition points. So when it transitions into a new scene, like it just did with the fade to black, and then it was in the music room, I think that'll be the cutoff for each episode when we enter a new scenario. But yeah, so far those are the names, pretty awesome. I hope it has like really good art, like Sepia Tears. I'm gonna keep comparing it to Sepia Tears when I really shouldn't. But in Sepia Tears it had really, really good art. Like there were some scenes that were just adorable because like when the brother, I can't remember the protagonist's name in Sepia Tears now, but he went out with Ren, his sister, and they were, you know, having ice cream at this place, and it showed Ren and she had her ice cream, and it was like this kind of full art thing that the developer obviously, like, you know, either the developer did or an artist who worked on the game did, and I thought that gave it a nice touch to where instead of just visualizing what it would look like, you could actually see it in front of you, and the art in that game was so superb. I really hope there's scenes like that. You know, it's just, yeah. Anyway, that was those without names. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams, leave a comment on what you think about the series. If you like when I do these kinds of series. If you don't like when I do these kinds of series, what do you guys want to see? Because at the end of the day, I'm here to entertain you, and, you know, I don't want to do anything that would be boring for you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Reap the Rager, signing off.